is here, and that means trying to find a way to cool off. And usually that's going to involve a body of water, whether it's a swimming pool or a lake. Would you know what to do if you found someone unresponsive underwater? Well, we're here today with Thomas Mullins. He's the CPR Guy DFW.com, and he's going to help us learn how to save a life. Hi, Thomas.
Hi, how are you?
So really, CPR is kind of scary for people who are uncomfortable with it or don't know anything about it.
Right, and I think that's one of the first things they get gripped with is the fear. The number one thing I want people to remember is to remain calm. Call 911 and start CPR if you have an unresponsive victim that you have pulled from the water. CPR is one of the most basic things you can do to prolong life or potentially keep someone alive while we're waiting for EMS to arrive.
So
that
really,
could take anywhere from 5, 10, even up to 15 minutes until paramedics or EMS arrives to assist. That's a long time for us to go without circulation in our brain and our vital body organs. So pushing hard and fast on someone's chest is a way to help preserve that until advanced cardiac life services does show up.
Besides drowning, what are other common things that we would use CPR for?
Sudden cardiac arrest.
Okay.
Over 300,000 out of hospital sudden cardiac arrests every year.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
at
a
home,
lot.
at work, on vacations, what would I do? And so that's another reason that people should arm themselves with the knowledge of CPR and how to use an AED.
Okay, so what else? What's the other common one? I think I know what it is.
Choking.
Choking.
Right. So what's the universal sign for choking? We all know this. Exactly right.
And
yeah.
they can't speak.
They can't speak, little or no air exchange. We need to help them.
Oh, it sounds painful.
All right, so what we would do is tell them, hey, I'm going to help you. And then what you would do is reach from behind them and you would locate their navel, just like this. So locate your navel with your index finger there.
Right.
Now what you would do is make a fist like this. And you'd roll the face of that fist just above your belly button. Yeah, just above your belly button, like just right there.
Okay.
And make sure it's flat like that. I don't want you driving your knuckle.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Now you pull this hand over that hand just like that, and you would pull in and up. In and up
under the ribs.
Correct. Trying to push that restriction up and out of their airway. Exactly right.
Wow.
Now, if they were pregnant or obese and you can't reach around them, you would reach from underneath the armpits right here, from behind them.
Okay, and then down?
No, you would actually take the face of that fist and you position it right here in the center of the chest.
Okay.
And you would pull straight in like this to try to relieve their choking.
Wow.
With kiddos, they're shorter than us.
Yes.
So you'd have to bend down to assist them. It'd be the same way. If they're able to walk and stand, that's what we would do. Give the abdominal pull from behind them, just like that.
Okay, got it. And then you'll know when you're successful because usually something will fly out of their mouth, right?
Absolutely. Air exchange, whatever it was they were choking on, we'll see it. And they're obviously going to be breathing normal again.
What happens if even though we're doing this, nothing comes up and they're not responding to our efforts?
So in about 20 seconds, if you've not cleared my airway, I will become unresponsive. So that means 200 pounds is going to turn into 2,000 pounds.
And you'll just go down.
Exactly, yeah. It's going to be a crash landing. You can let my butt hit the ground, just don't let their head hit the ground.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Shout for help, start CPR.
Start CPR.
Yeah, exactly
Okay.
right. Because actually, when you push hard and fast on someone's chest, that's about 10 times more effective than giving those abdominal pulls.
Wow.
So when you give 30 compressions, when you open their mouth to give ventilations, you'll look to see if the restriction's there.
Okay.
And if you see it, then safely remove it at that time and continue CPR until the victim becomes responsive.
Okay, all right, so we're going to drop down and learn a little CPR today?
Let's learn compressions for sure.
Compressions,
Yep.
okay. All right, what are these?
So these are our mannequins that we'll train on today, practicing our compressions.
Okay.
So recently you noticed the American Heart Association just rolled out that hands-only CPR campaign.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of times people are afraid to give ventilations, breaths, mouth to someone. So what we've tried to do is simplify it.
Okay.
Hands-only CPR, giving compressions only.
Okay, so giving compressions only. Show me how would I go about giving a compression?
So on an adult, you're going to push in on their chest at least 2 inches or a third their body depth.
Third of their body depth. So the bigger they are, the deeper you have to push in.
That's exactly right. So if you have a victim that's this thick, you're going to push in about that deep into their chest. Yeah.
Okay, now when you prepare a victim, like with the victim sitting out, should you remove their clothes so that it's hands to chest?
Correct.
Okay.
You should always bare the chest of your victim, male or female. We remove their clothes in order so that they don't restrict the quality of compressions.
Okay.
And also in hopes that if an AED comes, we'll attach the pads directly to their skin.
And they'll be ready to go.
Exactly right, to defibrillate.
Okay. All right. Hands-only compression.
Proper hand placement for CPR is the center of the chest on the lower portion of the breastbone. Okay.
Center of the chest, lower portion of the breastbone.
Yeah,
okay.
so a bit above the xiphoid process, all right? You're going to use the heel of your hand, just like this, exactly.
Now, you would want that to be your whatever dominant hand. So if you're a left dominant, you would use your left hand. If you're right dominant, your right hand.
Whatever is most comfortable for you and allows you to give the best quality compression.
Okay,
all right?
okay.
If it's your right hand, then use your right hand.
Okay.
Then you would position your other hand over it, just like this, keeping the fingers of the hand in contact with the mannequin extended.
Okay.
And then you want to make sure that your shoulders are directly over your hands so that you're pushing straight into the victim's chest.
Okay, so you can get like a jackhammer almost straight down, the most pressure.
Correct. And it's important that you push deep enough, but also allow the chest to recoil back to its normal position. Because when you do that, what you're doing when you press on the heart, you're pushing blood out of the heart to the brain and to the vital body organs. We let the chest recoil back to its normal position. That pulls blood back in.
Fills it back up so that you can then push it back out again.
Exactly. And when you do that at a rate of 100 a minute,
wow,
you're acting as that person's circulatory system. So that's why it's imperative that you push hard and you push fast.
Push hard, push fast, but allow the heart to come back up.
Let the chest recoil back to its normal position.
Okay.
All right.
So show me how to do it.
So our shoulders are directly over our hands, and we just start pushing into their chest like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 30 compressions, and then you would give 2 breaths if you were willing to give breaths.
Okay.
If you were not, because there was something unpleasant there, or you don't know this person, continue with chest compressions until 911 arrives or an AED becomes available.
Okay, so let me try this. So I stand over it where I'm balanced, and then I push straight down.
Correct.
How do you know if you're pushing far enough?
So you want to push 2 inches, and you want to push, yeah, exactly. You won't be able to push hard enough or fast enough. Really, most people are afraid to push hard and fast.
I would
because,
be.
yeah, they're afraid they're going to hurt them.
I don't want to break someone's breastplate or chest bone or rib.
We can fix that, but we can't fix the other.
We can't fix death.
That's right, exactly right. So you'll push really hard and push really fast.
Wow. Okay, so 30 compressions, hard and fast, and then 2 breaths?
Correct. You'll give 2 ventilations, and how you do that is after your 30th compression, you would do what we call a head tilt chin lift, just like this, always making contact with the bony parts of the face. That way you don't get into their airway here.
Okay.
Pinch their nose, and then you would position your mouth over theirs, and you would give just enough ventilation or breath until you see their chest rise. You don't want to push too forcefully with your breaths because it'll go past their lungs and into their tummy.
Okay.
Right? We can't breathe out of our tummy.
No.
All right, so I've opened the airway, I pinch the nose, and then I'm going to give 2 rescue breaths until I see the chest rise.
You could actually see it rising.
Exactly right. So you know you've given adequate ventilation to the victim when you see the chest rise.
And we'll see that in a human as well.
Correct, exactly. And then you would go right back to compressions.
2 compressions until help arrives. Or what happens if they become responsive?
Roll them over onto their side, into the rescue position, and we'll stay with them until 911 arrives. The most important thing I want people to remember is to remain calm, call 911, start CPR, and get an AED if one is available.
Okay, what is an AED?
An automated external defibrillator. So this is available now to us, the general public, in areas where large amounts of people congregate. Swimming pools, churches, hotels, casinos, airports.
Airports.
Absolutely.
I know, I've seen them at the airport.
Large sporting events. So
okay.
This is a training device, an AED. All right? They're very simple to use. Even if you've never had training on this before, you can still figure it out as long as you remember to turn it on. It will tell you exactly what to do in loud, clear voice prompts.
Thank you so much, Thomas. All right, guys, you go check him out online. He's got classes, private lessons, amazing information. Go to his website at cprguydfw.com or check out his Facebook page, CPR Guy DFW, where there's actually a story up about someone saving an 8-year-old's life. Gotta love that. Thank you so much, Thomas.
You did a great job with the AED.
It really does. It looks like a toy, though.
Yeah, I know, right? But that was the first time you used one.
I've never seen it before.
That's incredible.
I'm like, and it's super easy to see. I mean,
all
the
you have to be is a good
patches
listener.
It's crazy.